This is a very popular intermediate level piece by Beethoven, and it's a great introductory piece if you haven't played a lot of Beethoven because it's a lot easier than most of his other pieces. The notes look simple, but it's actually difficult to play clean because of the large leaps in both hands. It's also challenging to play light and bouncy and expressive up to tempo. So these are some of the things that I'd like to help you with today. In this video, I'll also guide you on playing this piece with the correct style, practice techniques to play fast and clean, and ideas to perform it expressively. You can find the sheet music for this piece in Applause Book 1. I'm teaching the pieces in this book in a series on this channel, and the pieces in here are really fun. So I encourage you to get the book. I've linked it in the description below, and then enjoy some free lessons on the pieces. The word Ecossaise is French for Scottish. So piano Ecossaise compositions were inspired by a Scottish country dance. I'm going to try not to say that word too much. And Beethoven's Ecossaises are described as being some of his most fun, lighthearted compositions. They're usually in 2/4 time, like this one, and they're short and witty with a bouncy character, and they often have strong accents and contrasting dynamics. When you look at the Urtext editions of this piece, Beethoven didn't give us a lot of direction on articulation and dynamics. So this applause book gives you some really nice ideas on how to play it more expressively. And I'm going to share some of my own interpretation ideas as well later on. Like I mentioned earlier, one of the main reasons this piece is difficult is because of the large leaps in both hands. So you'll play this piece best if you memorize it, because then you won't be looking back and forth between the music and your hands. But if you don't want to memorize this piece, I'll be sharing some tips throughout that will help you to play it clean with your music. So this piece is made up of 6 short dances or Ecossaises, and make sure you practice a lot hands separate before you start putting it hands together, like I always say. It would be nice to warm up with an E flat major scale. That'll help you to get thinking about the key signature and B flat, E flat, A flat, and practice the left hand short and detached, nice and bouncy. And I would recommend to use fingers 4, 1, 2, or you could do 3, 1, 2. That'll help you to get in position quicker for the octave that's following. So if you use a 5, it's hard because you have to jump that pinky back and forth. And the right hand, keep a nice flexible wrist. So as I play it slow, I'm going down, up, down, up. As I play it faster, the motion will be less. As you're practicing the right hand, start thinking about where the melody is. It's in the top notes in the right hand. So as I play all of the notes in the right hand, I'm trying to voice the top notes here. And when you go to start putting it together, make sure your left hand is really light. You don't want it to overpower the right hand melody. That's something that you're going to need to constantly think about in this piece. So. And notice that I pushed forward a little bit at bars 5 through 8. That helps it to not sound so metronomic and stiff. Then when you go to repeat, you can take a little time on the second ending, do a slight retard. So. And now we're here at this reoccurring theme that happens in every dance. It's very repetitive, and it's nice to notice the pattern. So if you look at it visually in the left hand, you'll notice that it's mostly just have an E flat major scale. G, A flat, B flat, C, D, E flat. Then both rounds end with a B and an E flat, B flat, E flat. This is an E flat major scale in the left hand. We're just skipping the F at the beginning, skipping over the F, A flat, B flat, C, D, E flat. And then again, we end with B flat, E flat. Since this is so repetitive and you hear this theme throughout each dance, try to play it a little differently each time. So this is how I play it the first time. And you can push forward a little bit here. Allow for a little bit of silence in between each Ecossaise. So. As you practice dance number 2, with your right hand, get that elbow up a little bit for those crossovers. Keep your shoulders down and relaxed, and play light. The notes are high here in the right hand, so I like to play this variation softer and more delicate. And then when you see this, most variations have a turn here. So it would be played B flat, then go up to C. So it's 1 and 2 and 1 and 2, and as it gets faster, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. If that's hard, you could do a simplified turn, and in the applause book, it just starts with a C. So 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and that would sound. Still sounds good. And you're going to probably need to take a little bit of a breath to get back up to the high note at bar 34. So just so that you're accurate, you don't need to rush into that note. And then when you get to here, I would definitely do staccatos in the right hand. That gives some nice articulation variety. And also it's pretty impossible to connect the 9th and the 10th there. And then the most interesting notes here are the lower notes. So you could try to bring those out. Didn't do that very well. And I would do a poco retard here to help you get into that transition, to play that cleanly. I want to take just a quick pause to remind you to click that like button and hit subscribe if you'd like to see more piano lesson videos like this on fun classical pieces. Ecossaise number 3 is the most challenging of the 6 because the left hand has these large leaps and the right hand has these solid thirds that can be problematic. So I would experiment with fingering for your right hand. I like the fingering on the screen, and I like the slur marking. So you would connect, and then this 2-5, go down, up, up. That 2-5 might feel a little weird at first, but it'll get more comfortable with time. I haven't found better fingering than that. And your left hand's just doing, E flat octave basically, and then a B flat octave throughout this dance. Make sure you know each hand really well, almost to the point where you don't have to look down. With time, you'll memorize how far to jump because there's a few places where your right hand, you have to look down. When you go to play it together, I would add some pedal here because Beethoven put in an accent. So that adds a little bit more oomph. And then think about pushing forward a little bit into the next 4-note chord. So you hear, don't rush, but just think about arriving when you hit the 4-note chord. Now here is where you have to look for that right hand jump. And I recommend doing a little retard there to help you ease into that recurring theme. So. Ecossaise number 4 is pretty repetitive. The left hand has this repeating octave theme. So G, F, B flat, E flat over and over again. I recommend using this fingering 5, 5, 5, and then go to a 3 here. Then you won't have to look down. Your third finger is on the E flat, ready to go. So you have to look for that move back up to the G, and then you have to look down for the B flat. But if you use 5, 3, then you don't at least have to look for the E flat. In the right hand, keep a flexible wrist. That'll help you to stay relaxed, and it'll also help you to shape those dynamics. So you want those expressive. Then here, I like to do some staccatos there for a little articulation variety. This dance is repetitive, so bars 1 through 8, you just repeat them. So I like to do a little of an echo effect so that it's not quite so repetitive. So the first 8 bars I play a little bit louder. And when you're trying to do that echo effect, make sure your left hand is really light so that it can be nice and soft. And this time, try not to do a retard so that you don't always do a retard every time you go into that recurring theme. This is how I do this. In Ecossaise number 5, the left hand has this E flat octave again and B flat octave like you did in number 3. So you should already be really good at that, just being able to play this without looking. And the right hand, I recommend using this fingering 5, 5, 4, 3, 3, 3, 4, 5. That'll help you with accuracy. If you use the same finger numbers on these sixths and hop, you're most likely to miss a key. So this helps you to stay in position. Then here, use a 2 and 4 if you can, if your hands are big enough. And Beethoven did put some accents in this piece, so I would highlight them in a noticeable color so you're really aware of them. I like to play the higher notes soft and then the lower notes louder. So. Ecossaise number 6. Your left hand is back to doing this E flat octave again, most of the time. And your right hand in the applause book, you'll see straight 16th notes, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and, but like the edition on your screen and most editions, you'll see appoggiaturas. So that would be 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. Once you get to play it faster, it's more challenging. So if those give you a problem, you could just do the simplified applause version where you just do 16th notes. It's a little easier. Then work out some good fingering for, oh, I also like to do some staccatos there. Then work out some good fingering for these scale passages so you don't run into finger fumble. I definitely recommend that you do this fingering. So 2, 1 in the left hand here. That'll help you get ready for this big jump here. Then work out your fingering here, so that you play it the same way every time and you don't get finger fumble, get stuck. And you might want to do some detached notes here on these scale passages. I like to do a little bit of a retard there. Helps with I've arrived. And then more of a retard here on this scale passage. It's like, here we go again. Start slow. Gradually build. And you could pause a little bit for a surprise. This is such a great piece, and it's a real audience pleaser, so it's a great one to perform for people. I hope that you enjoyed this lesson and that you got some good ideas on how to play it expressively. I also hope you'll watch my other lessons on the pieces in this book. The playlist is right here.